Alright, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today we are talking about a creator that I haven't really talked about that much on the channel. I don't know if I've ever covered him in a full video here on the channel, but that creator goes by the name of Ethan Klein. A lot of you probably know him, some of you might not know him. But today we're going to talk about Ethan Klein because Ethan thought that it would be best to talk about Aaron Bushnell on a live stream that he did, and he just straight up completely mocked Aaron Bushnell and everything that his self-immolation was literally about. Really quick, before we get started, for those of you that might not be aware, which this story's everywhere, if you don't know about it, I don't know where you've been, Aaron Bushnell, who is an active duty Air Force member, this past Sunday, on Sunday, February 25th, went on a live stream on Twitch, walked in front of the Israeli embassy in Washington, D.C., and set himself on fire. He passed away from his injuries, and this is the most extreme form of protest that exists is self-immolation. And I want to read the quote from him. I can't show you guys the video. I can't show you guys the video here on YouTube, okay? The video is also, it's very hard to watch. If you've seen it, you know it's very, very hard to watch. But I think it's important that we talk about why Aaron Bushnell did this. My name is Aaron Bushnell. This is the quote from the video. My name is Aaron Bushnell. I am an active duty member of the U.S. Air Force, and I will no longer be complicit in genocide. I'm about to engage in an extreme act of protest, but compared to what people have been experiencing in Palestine at the hands of their colonizers, it's not extreme at all. This is what our ruling class has decided will be normal. And this is all I can really show, but this is him right after he had a canister with him that I guess had like lighter fluid in it or gas or something. And he poured it on himself, and then he lights himself on fire, and as he is burning, he shouts, "Free Palestine." I believe he said "Free Palestine" 4 or 5 times. And then some cops ran up and pointed a gun at him while he was on the ground burning, because, you know, police in America. But we're going to watch Ethan Klein. Also, really quick before we get into the Ethan clip, the media coverage of Aaron Bushnell's self-immolation has been fucking disgusting, like literally deplorable. David Dole covered this in a video that he made a couple of days ago, and it's a really, really great video where he talks about like how most of the big media outlets are just reporting on this like fucking straight trash garbage. CNN was actually one of the surprising ones that didn't have a completely trashy garbage take. But without further ado, let's watch Ethan and Hila literally mock Aaron Bushnell and laugh about it, and, you know, I don't even know. Just say some really horrible shit.
My first reaction.
Also, this clip is, like, sped up. I don't. The clip is just sped up. I couldn't find a non-sped up one.
Is this. It was absolutely insane how he, like, stood the whole time. That was crazy. I don't even know how that's humanly possible. Again, not to put this uncouth, but he's a champ at fucking burning alive. I mean, that sounds bad, but he did it really good. Does that bad sound bad? We have to make levity of things. Does that sound bad that he was really good? I mean, but I mean that as a compliment.
Look. I'm gonna be 100% honest with all of you guys. I am the type of person that if I'm in like a shitty situation, one of my coping mechanisms is to try to joke about stuff. Like I do that around people that I know in real life, and, you know, sometimes you just can't joke about shit, okay? This isn't something that we should be making fun of or joking about. This is not the first time. I mean, obviously, this is not the first. Aaron Bushnell is not the first person who has ever self-immolated in protest of war. But, I mean, again, to Ethan, this is funny. And again, we know what Ethan's positions are on the conflict.
What the fuck are you guys angry about, you weirdos? What did I do? My God, stop. They just say all I hear is Ethan no, but I don't understand what I've even fucking said. Oh, chewing? Yeah, I'll stop that. Maybe they're just talking about the chewing. Could that be?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Wait, what did I even say that to mean? Like, give me a fucking break. Holy shit. Didn't the guy do it because he wanted people to talk about it? Like that's what I'm doing. My point is this. First of all, I was stunned by the way that he stood through the whole thing. I mean, shit, that was wild. And really showed his true resolve to protest in that way. I can only imagine this. Just a horrific way to die, so pretty wild. That being said, I do not believe that it is good for people to be romanticizing or encouraging. I know it's not. I know people aren't doing that, but like the way people are romanticizing it is kind of fucked up, in my opinion.
It's not happening anywhere. Where is this happening at? It's being romanticized. Where? That's not happening on social media, and that's certainly not happening in the media coverage of Aaron Bushnell's death. Where is that happening at? Romanticizing it. Also, every single person that I have seen cover this has said, "Please don't do this." All of the creators I like and watch have said, please don't do this. I feel like that's not something that we all need to be saying.
And he killed himself, and I don't think we should ever talk about that issue with any kind of reverence, because let's be real, the amount of people online who are talking about it in this like wonderful, almost like, I don't describe it. People are, trying to where I put it. People are idolizing him. More people are going to kill themselves. I mean, that's just a matter of fact. There's just more people going to kill themselves. I don't think suicide's fun.
No, Ethan, that's not fucking true at all. That's not fucking true. And again, he literally was saying free Palestine as he was burning. That's the part that Ethan doesn't want to focus on. But he's also saying, oh, more people are going to kill themselves now. This is not the first time something like this has happened. If other self-immolation cases haven't led to just like a mass drove, I guess he just thinks that people are just going to go out in the streets and start like self-immolating. Or you're just like offing themselves. And it's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Do you guys ever like, I mean, like, I don't know how many of you guys will watch Ethan anymore again. I try to stay away. He gives me the ick now. Do you guys ever get the feeling like maybe he just shouldn't talk about the shit at all because it doesn't sound like he knows really what he's talking about?
I don't think it's anything that we should encourage. I think it's pretty much always bad. And while I can appreciate his dedication, I mean, to put it mildly, if I can appreciate his dedication, and his conviction, right? I mean, unbelievable. Self-immolation is literally suicide. He killed himself.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what that's another weird dialogue. They go, no. Everybody goes, yeah, we agree, suicide's bad, get help. But then they go, unless you're doing it for a good cause, then you can kill yourself. Like, no. This is not something to romanticize ever.
No one said that shit, man. No one's saying that shit, dog. Nobody. No one's saying that shit. No one is saying that shit. This is like right-wing fucking propaganda right now. I mean, I don't know what the fuck this is. I didn't even watch this entire clip. We have other clips, too. This is literally like Fox News rhetoric right here from Ethan. This is terrible. Oh my god, it is so much worse than I thought it was.
Sorry. You should 100% do more research on self-immolation as protest. Yeah, you know who does self-immolation? Fucking,
yeah, you need
people
to do
who are like
more
under
research.
tyrannical rule, who have literally no way for their voices to be heard.
I know, bro. What?
Yourself. Like, no. This is not something to romanticize ever. Sorry. You should 100% do more research on self-immolation as protest. Yeah, you know who does self-immolation? Fucking, people who are like under tyrannical rule, who have literally no way for their voices to be heard other than that.
Look, I'm guessing what he meant by that comment was that it makes more sense for someone to self-immolate that is under, like, directly under tyrannical rule, that doesn't have their voices heard. Ethan, the Palestinians are under tyrannical fucking rule. They are under tyrannical fucking rule by the Israeli apartheid regime. And Aaron Bushnell, again, was screaming free Palestine when he died. I'm so glad that Chatter fucking called his stupid ass out, because that was just a terrible, terrible take. And it gets worse. I don't know how it can get worse, but apparently it gets worse.
I'm sorry. Suicide bad. I don't think we should romanticize it. I haven't seen anyone romanticize it. Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually shitting? You're going on your live and fucking lying. You're just straight lying to your audience, number one. And number two, you're just making shit up about about what happened. You're making shit up about Aaron Bushnell's self-immolation and the rhetoric surrounding it. Why don't you talk about the shitty media coverage about it if it's really bothering you that much? It's not being romanticized anywhere. That's not happening. It's just not fucking happening. It's just not a real thing. He's just making that shit up.
Have you been online?
Have you?
Everybody's glamorizing that. Oh my god, how can you even disagree with me on that? That's crazy. Like the amount of people online who are like, I understand why people want to go like, he's a hero. Like I understand that because he made this ultimate sacrifice in the most gruesome way possible, right? And so I understand the impulse of being like, I want to honor that sacrifice. Monks do self-immolation. Yeah, I know. When they're like under tyrannical oppression by the Chinese and have literally no way for the voices to be heard.
What?
But I mean, the Palestinian cause is for sure plenty talked about.
Oh, Okay, I see. You know what? Okay, I understand now. I don't know why I expected anything less. So Ethan's problem is with Aaron Bushnell is that they're talking about the Palestinians, being under tyrannical rule. Literally, they're talking about the Palestinians being genocided. They talk about it too much, guys. That's the problem Ethan has. We talk about Palestine too much. Can you guys just shut the fuck up? Can everyone talking about Palestine just shut the fuck up? We know there's a genocide happening. Can you guys just shut the fuck up about it, please? Like, Ethan's tired of hearing about it, guys. Ethan's tired of hearing about the Palestinians that are being slaughtered, literally murdered by the IDF, which is a terrorist organization. Can you guys just shut the fuck up, please? Like, we talk about it all the time. Like, oh my God, if you go on social media or you look at the news, you might hear about how Palestinians are being genocided. Can we just all shut the fuck up about it? Like, seriously? Like, God. Talk about a real genocide, like the Muslim Uyghurs in China. Talk about a real genocide, guys. Come on now. Come on. I don't even want to I don't want to watch anymore, guys. I'm getting really upset. I don't know why. I don't even care. It's like I said, Ethan, I don't watch him anymore. This take is really bad, man. Like, this is like, I think this is worse than the media's coverage of Aaron Bushnell. This is actually somehow worse than mainstream media's coverage of Aaron Bushnell's self-immolation. Do you know how hard that is? That's so fucking hard to have a worse take than all of the mainstream media. That's so hard to do.
Illness can be present and moral goodness can also be present at the same time. And I think that that's just like, I don't understand when people say it wasn't suicide, just because I don't understand the logistics surrounding like the definition of it.
It's because you're right.
Who's saying these things? Who is saying that? I don't, these people are just making up shit and saying, they might have seen like one comment and they say, oh my God, everyone's doing it.
It's because they're carving out a moral barrier for themselves to say, oh yeah, well in this case, killing yourself is great. But it's not. That's because it's not suicide. It is. He killed himself. He has family. He has friends, presumably. He has people that are going to be affected by him leaving the planet in that way. It's suicide. It literally is suicide. He was a service member. Well, then, did he have any delusion about what the United States military was? The ones that like killed 1 million fucking Iraqis like a decade before. Why did he join? I think he was mentally ill. I think what you said is right, Olivia. I think he did.
No, he wasn't mentally ill, Ethan. He wasn't fucking mentally ill. Do you have any evidence to support that fucking wild-ass claim? He wasn't mentally ill, you fucking asshole. Imagine talking about someone who literally engaged in the most extreme form of protest for an extremely important cause, literally Palestinians being genocided, and then you get on your live stream in front of, I'm guessing, tens of thousands of people and say, yeah, he was mentally ill. You were just talking about how you think it's wrong that he's self-immolated because he has friends and family, but then you're calling him mentally ill. Bro, you're a piece of shit, Ethan. Fuck you, Ethan.
Did something that in his mind didn't hurt anybody, and he made the ultimate sacrifice.
They need to just do, they need to do leftovers again so Hassan can fucking school Ethan more and more, because this is just fucking, just an awful take. It's just awful.
What he thought was
and wrong.
A righteous cause of paramount importance. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think people need to be absolutely careful with how they fucking put him on a pedestal, because you're going to end, because more people are going to kill themselves. And I don't think suicide should ever be glamorized. Even when a fucking monk does it, and it's like, wow, it should be more like, dude, that's fucking crazy. And it's horrible also. It's absolutely mental health. Then why isn't okay, people go, it's not a mental health issue. Then why the fuck isn't there tons of other people doing it? I'm sorry. You don't set yourself.
Why is there tons of other people? He said if it's not a mental health thing, then why is there not tons of other people doing it? Are you fucking crazy? Is he okay? Is he actually fucking okay? Did he just ask if... Dude, this motherfucker just said if Aaron Bushnell isn't or wasn't mentally ill, then how come more and more people aren't self-immolating left and right? He doesn't understand protest. He doesn't understand what it is.
If he's a martyr, Jesus Christ. Some of y'all are lost. I don't know what to say. Some of y'all life sometimes wonders if like.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder about you, Ethan. This is so sad. Ethan's fall from grace.
Weird. I agree. People under tyrannical, so Palestinians. No, but there are people whose voices can't be heard. Also, the dude's not even Palestinian. If he was, you know what I mean? Like, nobody in Palestine is like going to the fucking barbed wire fence of the wall and setting themselves on fire. if someone did that, it'd probably be like wow, that's fucking like that would hit me maybe harder. Again, not to trivialize it. However, you have to be mentally ill to set yourself on fire.
He's contradicting himself with every fucking thing that he says. Every next sentence is a contradictory of what he said before.
Especially, I'm sorry. Then why aren't people going and doing it? There's a billion people talking about Twitter, so why isn't there a whole fucking...
Ethan, there's a reason that self-immolation, people call it the most extreme form of protest. There's a reason that we call it that, okay? He's acting like it's some type of fucking just, light, oh my God, like it's some small... He's saying he's not trying to trivialize it. He's literally doing it, though. You're literally trivializing it.
Congo line of people self-immolating outside of the Israeli consulate.
Yeah, dude. Why isn't there a Congo line of people self-immolating outside of the Israeli embassy in Washington D.C.? Can we get the fucking the line of people just in droves self-immolating in front of the Israeli embassy? Apparently, Ethan's take is he had to have been mentally ill. Aaron Bushnell had to have been mentally ill because other people haven't self-immolated. I don't even know how you can have a stupid fucking take like that. I really don't understand. That being said, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, press that little bell, turn on auto notifications so you guys never miss an upload.